Israelites his law, but they wanted their own law.
You mean they wanted their own king?
They wanted a king, sir.
Huh?
They wanted a king.
They wanted a king.
They wanted a king.
That's what you're probably referring to.
Yeah.
Okay. Psalms 89 and 14. But yeah, that's true. And that's how King Saul, I think he was the first king.
Yeah.
He was the first king, and he just took them down. Hell in a I mean, he took them to hell too. 89:14. 89:14. Justice and judgment are the habitation of thy throne. Read this in the typical church, and they say, man, where does y'all live at? He lives on the corner of justice and judgment. That's where he live at. Go to the corner of justice and judgment. That's where y'all gonna be at right there. He's not gonna be at, I understand grace, mercy, yeah, he got that. That's in the house. But where he stay at is on Justice Drive and Judgment Avenue. There you go. Thank you, sir. Way, there you go, all that. Are the habitations of thy throne. That's huge. Mercy and truth shall go before thy face. Man, it's such a terrible thing to be without law. It's such a terrible thing. Look at what's associated with law. Life, a lamp in the darkness, a fountain of life. Where Yah is, if you're seeking law, statutes, and commandments, you're going to find Yah. Like, how do I live? Okay. And that's where he lives. That's where he say his throne is. Okay. Psalms 119 and 12. Psalms 119 and 12. Why the law is good. 119 and 12. Okay. We're going to go 119, 12 to 16. Blessed art thou, O Yah. Teach me thy statutes. With my lips have I declared all the judgments of thy mouth. Okay, how many people in the world you hear talk about judgments? Only time I hear people in the world talk about judgments when they got in a car accident. Yeah, I got that judgment settlement, man. Got that money. That's the only time I ever hear somebody talk about judgments. You tell me another time a person in the world is talking about justice. It was a righteous thing. That cop gave me a ticket. I was speeding. That was a good judgment. I could have killed somebody.
They ain't gonna tell you that.
I just got a $110 judgment for child support today.
Well, child support, that's a different situation. But I'm talking about just judgment. Just judgment. Okay. But if we keep the laws, if we keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, we will deal with women according to the law. And that will keep us out of the snares and traps of Satan. Because that's, you like Big Booty Judy? Go ahead. What the law say? The law say don't trust Big Booty Judy. Or don't trust Slick James, for the women. Don't trust, just some flattering lips of an average. Hold on, guys. Don't trust the flattering lips of some guy that's speaking this, wooing you in your ear. If you had the law, you would know these things. And now you wouldn't have a baby daddy who don't want to be with you or something like that. Okay? 119, 12 to 16. Blessed art thou, O Yah, teach me thy statutes. With my lips have I declared all the judgments of thy mouth. I have rejoiced in the way of thy testimonies as much as in all riches. So obviously anybody who have a little bit of discernment will understand verse 14 is talking about, I have taken your law, statutes, and commandments, and they are riches to me. Why are they riches to me? They're fountain of life. They're a lamp in the darkness. These judgments, if you judge, you're going to get life. 15, I will meditate in thy precepts and have respect unto thy ways. How many people talking about in the church in the world, in the world, I won't have respect for the ways of Yah? That's a big thing. I will delight myself in thy statutes. I will not forget thy word. And only time somebody delight in the law is when they benefit from it.
Right.
That's it. And that's unjust, and that's unjust judgments. Okay? Travel. And we're going to go to... Let me go to... Now, for those who say they love Yah, you can't love Yah if you're not keeping His law, statutes, and judgments. If you're not judging yourself. If your little girl is walking out the house in hot pants, where the judging here? How you saying you love Yah and you love your little girl when she about to be whored out there? Even if she's not in the mindset of it, you know from at least experience. You ain't got to be smart. You at least know if I wear these pants, I'm going to get this type of attention. I understand you ain't got judgment to understand, but you do understand cause and reaction. You know, when I go outside in a t-shirt when it's 40 below, I get cold. People who are blessed before they even walk outside, no, I shouldn't put this on, I'm going to put on a jacket because it's cold outside. But some people don't get it and they got to learn from life experiences. So John 14:15. 14:15. See, it's a wonderful thing when the law is in you because you can prepare yourself for situations. John 14 and 15. Chapter 14 and 15. Now this is Yahushua. And again, we talked about stuff like this before in here. If ye love me, keep my commandments. How many people in your family that you can say, well, they love Yah. They love Him from Jesus. I love saying I love me some Jesus, if you want to say that. But how many people really love Yahusha enough to do the will, the commandments? And that's going to find out on Judgment Day. Well, technically, Samantha, you don't love me. You're an adulteress, you're a thief, you're a talebearer. You know, you don't love me.
Technically, Samantha, you didn't love me.
Technically. You're going to say, thank you, Brother King. See, Brother King, no. Okay, Revelation 22:14.
That's something else.
22:14. Reads, and the wall. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to every man according to his works shall be.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir. 22:14.
What, Revelation?
Yeah, Revelation is 22:14.
That's what made it do this commandments.
Yeah. I started at 12, but I just started at 12, 13,
Okay.
go down 14. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do His commandments, judgments, ordinance, that they may have right to the tree of life. There you go again. Was that not this in Proverbs? Your laws are a fountain of life.
Yes.
So we got that in the Old Testament, the New Testament, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter through the gates into the city. Only righteous judges are going into the kingdom. Okay? Now we're going to go back to Deuteronomy 11:27. 11:27.
Like we get the Bible trying to go on.
Yeah, you know.
Like that.
Like waves. 11:27. Because, everywhere, you post something online, it hurts somebody's feelings. You talk to somebody, it hurts somebody. It hurt their feelings. You write them a letter, it hurt their feelings. You text them, they hurt their feelings. You give them a gesture like you just cut me off, it hurt their feelings. Like you just cut me off. I'm judging the situation like, hey, don't do that no more. That's unsafe. Because the time is good now. Because I know it's funny now because the land is without judgment. But the time is coming. I don't know if y'all ever seen a movie like Judge Dredd. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
Dredd. Well, these are symbolic. They were on spot. They could. It's not like the police.
They would judge you and kill you.
Judge, jury, and executioner.
Judge, jury, and executor. This is what's coming in the near future. When these Israelite men go out to go judge the land, it's not going to be, have you officer, on spot, that person should decide if you're going to die. And so this is nothing you should play with the law. I understand the laws of this land are corrupt and whatnot, but when the perfect law comes, yes sir, get yourself in order. Because judgment is coming and people are getting lax right now. They are lax right now because there's no, I can do this and get away with it. Nana boo boo.
Mm-hmm.
But that's another trick of the devil. Satan likes to get you comfortable in wickedness, so when the light switches come on and Father Yah come home and he tell you to sit down, you say, I ain't sitting down. And now you got to be the example for the other foolish people. You don't want to be the example. Because when he come home, it ain't going to be no more talking.
It's going to be action.
Yeah. Well, I got to show you because you've been playing with Satan this time and Satan been making you comfortable. Well, let me make you uncomfortable.
Your head is hard.
Yeah. Okay, so that's Deuteronomy 11:27. 11:27. A blessing if ye obey the command. Well, I'll read it 26. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. A blessing if you obey the commandments of Yah, your Elohim, which I command you this day. And understanding that this is talking to Israel, and that's why Israel is still under the curses to this day, because there's a covenant, a marriage covenant here still to this day, and Zion agreed to the terms of the marriage covenant. So when the spousal support didn't come, it was the agreement where if you do this, I'm not paying you spousal support. You know what I'm saying? You got to go get a job. That's the agreement. You got to go work the land with the sweat of your eyes. Stuff like that. Yeah. So that's the agreement. And it's not like, well, I'm just not going to fulfill my part of the agreement. Well, angels, go make them fulfill the part of their agreement. I ain't going nowhere. Yes, you are. So all right. Go pick him up. Psalms 149. Alright, 149. I'm going to read the whole Psalms 149. Alright. And then we'll go to Yahusha thoughts on judging. Because, it's straight madness that people go to Matthew 7:1 and just say, don't judge, don't judge, don't judge, don't judge, don't judge, don't judge. At some point, you got to understand you're dealing with Satan at that point. Because the only person who don't want anything judged so your damnation can quicken is Satan. No, if somebody's telling you don't judge, okay, why don't you want to judge? Are you a sinner? Well, yeah. That's why you don't want to judge. Well, you do you. I'm not a sinner. I'm walking the ways of life. If you do stumble, you're getting back up. Just man falls 7 times, get back up. But don't stay in the congregation of sinners, because sin ain't no judgment. Only thing they do in the church is talk about mess. You know, Sister Samantha sleeping with old girl. Bobby stealing money out the funds. They still ain't pulled up that AC in the church. Why they doing that back there, memory list? Because they can't say nothing. Both of them probably. Stop. They doing ungodly acts. That's why they can't see nothing. Okay, 149. Praise ye Yah. Sing unto Yah a new song. They love songs in the church. I bet they won't sing this one. Praise ye Yah. Sing unto Yah a new song, and his praise in the congregation of the saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel, the tambourine, and harp. For Yah taketh pleasure in his people. Again, is a particular special group of people on the planet, which is Israel. He will beautify the meek with salvation. This is that future when Zion get transformed. He gonna beautify them. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yah be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hands. Get him out of church. They ain't going to read verse 6. They ain't going to read that. Because now we're getting into the fact of the judgments, okay? Because great, how marvelous is that we have such just laws, statutes, and commandments that lead us to life. But a lot of people don't understand when judgments and laws, statutes, and commandments are around, you got to execute them. Okay? Well, you stole apples, Brother King. We gotta. What's the execution? You gotta pay 7 times the apples back. You murdered her little girl. Well, we gotta put you to death. Okay? Everything, and it's fun until judgment comes. Let the high praises of Yah be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishment upon the people, to bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with feathers of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yah. Look at this. Judgments, it's so disgusting that they profane and just put pig vomit on Yah, law, statutes, and commandments. In verse 9 say to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. It is an honorable thing to do justice and judgment and judge. But make sure yourself, your own temple is right before you. Make sure you finish Police Academy before you go out handing tickets. If you fail Police Academy, go redo it, get yourself right. Because when you go out there, you're going to stop somebody from speeding, they could have killed somebody. You're going to stop somebody from they got a busted out tail light. Hey, your tail light busted out, they might cause them to get in a car wreck. I know that's a little annoying tickets or whatever, or people stopping you for a tail light. But think about it, your tail light out and you turning, and somebody don't know you turning. Judgment is for life. And if you live lawless, you hate judgment. That's who hates the judgment, the lawless. Okay, now we're going to go to Yahushua's thoughts on judging and judgments. So we're going to start at the famous Matthew 7, 1 through 5. Man, I remember when I first started reading about judgment, man, they were just telling me so many times, judge not lest you be judged. Judge not lest you be judged.
I'm going to get judged.
Judge not.
I said, you're going to judge me, so I'm judging. I know I'm getting judged.
But the trick of the devil is the one-liners. The one-liners. Judge not lest you be judged. Okay. The book got more than one line, so let's read down a few verses, and let's see the context of the matter. Judge 7, 1 through 5. Judge not. This is Yahushua. Judge the word. Judge not that ye be not judged. So if you or still in police academy, keep your judgments to yourself. Maybe go talk to somebody with a little bit more experience to perhaps deal with the matter. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and what measure ye mete, it shall be measured to you again. And a lot of people are afraid of that. Like, whoa, I'm getting in a territory where I'm putting my neck on the line. I don't want to get my neck chopped off, and that's fearful. Because think about if Moses was fearful about talking to the people, or think about if Aaron was fearful talking to the people. Think about if Elijah was fearful talking to the people. Jehu, Jeremiah, Ezekiel. They know they're going to get some snares, some bad looks, and some people want to kill them, and some people did kill them. Now, they went to go judge because they didn't have no fear. Y'all with me, and I'm in him, and my judgments are just. That's something you can say. Well, I'm coming to you, hey, brother, when I see you speeding the other day, hey, the cops gonna stop you, might get in a car wreck. Slow it down. Nothing wrong with that. That's life. But people are so afraid because they living in sin. See evil, say nothing. And verse 3, and why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye? And they some of them even go to verse 3. They even get you with that. But consider not the beam that is in thine own eye. See, brother, you got a mote in your own eyes. This hypocrites. Like, hold on, we not done. Come back, come here. Well, I didn't accomplish doing verse 3. I took the mote out of my own eye. I checked myself. I'm not a hypocrite. Verse 4. Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine own eye, and behold a beam in thine own eye? Okay? That's police academy. You need to, or you're not even in police academy. You check your own self. Or be quiet. Verse 5. This is the heavy hitter though. Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. What part of verse 5 is Yahusha saying, don't judge? Yahusha is just saying, don't be a hypocrite. Make sure you got yourself together before you go out and telling other people. Because what they going to do, they'll call you out. When you was smoking crack last week, Bobby, what you telling me something for? And, it's not as a concentrated, like orange juice. They got concentrated orange juice. And you can take a little bit of concentrated orange juice and make a whole picture of orange juice. Who is that? Somebody?
I don't know. I heard.
Yeah, maybe somebody was speaking in. I don't know. They heard judgments. Being judgmental in there. But
Car running.
but when you got your stuff together, then you can go out and judge righteously. And a person who judge is not judgmental where you think you goody two shoes. You're reproofing just not for the smallest things. Oh my goodness. Hey brother, you got mixed garments right there. The brother got a crack problem, and you talk about mixed garments. You know what I'm saying? Let's work on our judgments and our level of judgment, and let's go to the things that are more hurting to the person. Don't judge the smallest of the matters and just overlook the big matters. Okay. So and now we're gonna go to John 7:24. John 7:20. Oh yeah, that was the point I was gonna make on that also. It's a concentrated point when a righteous person rebukes somebody and they know that person is living righteous. It hit home more. It sticks with them. And I see this so much. Been working in the behavioral health field. You have parents who are just as worse as the children, and the parents try to tell the children something. They're like, man, what? You got 3 boyfriends too? What you telling me something about? And it goes in one ear and out the other. So if you are going to do righteous judgment, that's why it's not good to be. it's unprofitable to be a judge and a hypocrite, because they're going to look at you and they're going to see all the filth that you got on you, and it's going to go in one ear and out the other. And what you're saying is true. Like, hey, you don't need to be living that lifestyle, but coming from you, I ain't trying to hear that. John 7:24. John 7:24. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. Look at that. Meaning, if a person come up to you, they got a $2,000 suit on coming out of Benz, and you see, you know, what was the guy named?
The jet plane?
Nah, who's the guy who was homeless, he was broke.
Won the lottery.
Nah, I'm talking about the scriptures. Huh?
Lazarus.
Lazarus. So you got Lazarus right here, a humble, righteous man. You got a guy, you know, coming out of the Benz, $2,000 suit. And Lazarus like, man, he hit me. The guy in $2,000 suit, I didn't hit him. He's lying. You like, yeah, you wouldn't lie, man. You look like you about something. Lazarus like, minding my business, I ain't bothering nobody. But because I'm homeless and I'm in rags, you know, I'm a liar. You know what I'm saying? So that's why this is saying, judge not according to appearance, but judge righteous judgment. Well, let's go review the tape. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who hit who. We're gonna review the tape and see what comes out of that. That's righteous judgment. That's not being a hypocrite, judging on somebody's appearance, because Satan looks very dapper. You know, Satan's all in the church. Ooh, I like it. That's how Satan came. Lucifer came to Eve. Right. You ain't gonna do me no wrong. Not looking like that. I'm about to mess up your whole life. You know, judging, and Eve judged. She had it in her heart. She was love. She wanted that power, but she judged on the appearance. You know, if Lazarus would have came, if Satan would have came looking like Lazarus, like Adam. Adam, you know, come get somebody here. But since you came, because Satan came, you know, in this way, you know, Eve had not righteous judgment. Wow. Okay. Luke 18. So never judge a book by its cover. You know, that's an old saying too. You know. 18. Oh yeah, I like this one of my favorite ones right here. Gonna read, I think 1 to 8. 1 to 8. All right.
Luke what?
Luke 18, 1 to 8. And he spake a parable unto them to this end, that man ought always to pray and not to faint, saying, there was in a city a judge, which feared not Yah, neither regarded man. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary. At what point in time is Yahushua saying, judgment? Y'all crazy, y'all doing judgment. But the church, until somebody does something to the people in church, they don't want to hear about judgment until somebody owes them some money, and then you know they fighting over a will, and then they all up in the court. You know, I know people personally. You know what I'm saying? You know, them zeros came after that person died to the courthouse to get judgment. You know, before that, speak to them about judgment. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. And grace, and mercy. What about grace and mercy right now? Because there's some zeros in the mix. Nah. So just like I was talking to Ismail the other week, how much is your integrity worth? $20, $20,000, $1 million, $2 million? How much you worth?
10 million.
There you go. That's your price. So Satan's gonna be looking for you. Okay. Verse 3. And there was a widow. You're not supposed to have a number, but and there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary. And he said, and he would not for a while. So the judge in this matter would not. But afterwards he said within himself, though I fear not Yah, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubled me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she worry me. And Yahusha said, hear what the unjust judge said, and shall not Yah avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? So this is a multi-precept verse to talk about faith, judgment. But I brought this out to talk about how Yahusha not only didn't damn judgment, he put it in a parable. He uses it as a parable. So, these people who talk about don't judge, that's not what Yahusha is saying. Okay, gonna go to Luke 12:54 to 59. So I don't know the Yahusha or Jesus that they are following, because even if you want to use the word Jesus didn't say that. 12:54, 59. 54, 59. And he said also to the people, when ye see a cloud rise out of the west, straightway ye say, there cometh a shower. And so it is. And when ye see the south wind blow, ye say, there will be heat, and it cometh to pass. Ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky and of the earth, but how is it that ye do not discern the time? So what is discerning? Judging. There go a crazy Yahusha promoting judging again. This must be the Bible from the Looney Tune factory. This can't be the Bible that's in the churches. Okay. 57. Yea, and why even of yourselves judge ye not what is right? Read that again. Yea, and why even yourselves judge ye not what is right? Yahusha is promoting judging again, which is a good thing. 58. When thou goest, now the main point was 57, but I'll read to 59 too. When thou goest with thine adversary to the magistrate, as thou art in the way, give diligence that thou mayest be delivered from him, lest he hale thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and the officer cast thee into prison. I tell thee that thou shalt not depart thence till thou hast paid the very last mint. How many people? Mike, how many people in jail? The judge talking about you got $20,000 fine or whatever, and we're gonna keep you in jail till you pay it. Well, I'm in jail, you can't pay the bill, so you life. Unbeknownst to you got life because you didn't judge according to how you're supposed to judge. Now, right here in 58, Yahushua is saying, hey man, give respect to the magistrate, so that the magistrate don't send you up to the big house, and then the big house send you to the prison, and you all messed up now. Judge. Okay. Now we're going to go to winding down the wolves, the trap wolves. Okay. John 12:47. John 12:47. So it should be clear as day that Yah is all about judgment. He lives on a corner of justice and righteousness. So, anybody who's coming off and other people, if anybody in here and they feelings about judgment, judge you yourselves so nobody else don't judge you. You know what I'm saying? 12:47. 12:47 reads, and if any man hear my words and believe not, I judge him not. For I came not to judge the world, but to save the world. And I'm bringing this out to these are particular verses that you're going to get met with. When you start walking on your walk, you graduate police academy, and you start trying to dispense justice, they don't hit you with stuff like this. But this is talking about that, hey, I ain't come to kill you. I come to make you a way so you can get life so you don't get judged. This ain't talking about, well, you sleeping with so-and-so wife, brother, don't judge me. First off, I'm not your brother. First off. And this is what this means. You know, we got to study to show ourselves the weapons of the adversary. That's one reason why I was talking to the brother who didn't believe in the New Testament. I want to hear your arguments. Where you coming from? So when you study the judgments and what people, if you are trying to rebuke people because that's the way you're going to save them, you know what I'm saying? You might be in Walmart one day. You might be somewhere else and you're trying to save a lost soul. You're going to have to cut their sins. You're going to have to. And you're going to have to do it to yourselves too. So it's good to be informed of what they might come with. They might come with Matthew 7. They might come with John 12, 46. You need to be skilled because you went to police academy to be a judge to do this, to dispense life. Because when you rebuke somebody and you judge a matter, you might save their life. Well, you know what, I do need to stop smoking. You know what I'm saying? They was talking about giving me one of them things in a few months. Talk out my throat. You know, I need, you know what? You just saved this person's life. You know what I'm saying?
But they still want to smoke.
But I'm just saying, somebody might have never even came to them that was righteous. You know, it's one thing if your parent is righteous and your parent judges the matter. If you got an unrighteous parent who judging the matter, you ain't trying to hear them. When you see a righteous man talk, you be more inclined to listen to what they're gonna say.
That's right.
Okay, and 1 Corinthians 11:31. Alright, it's 1 Corinthians 11:31. For if we would judge ourselves, man, I'm tired of judgmental Bobby. He always come around here judge. Well, does judgmental Bobby got a point? You know? Your shoes are always untied. How about you tie your shoes? You know what I'm saying? You're going to trip and fall. For if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged. Now, if somebody want to talk about judge not let you be judged, oh, you must be doing 1 Corinthians 12:31. I get it. That's why I can't judge you, because you already on your own path in righteousness. All right, and the last one I'm going to hit is 1 Corinthians 6 and 12.
6 and 12?
Yes, 6 and 12. 6 and 2. And this goes back to, you know, who's going to be the particular judges, you know, in the time to come. You know, Zion are going to, you know, they are going to be these.
I was thinking about the scripture the other day.
You know, it's not going to be a mixed multitude of nations. It's literally going to be 12 tribes of Zion, you know, on their job. You know, this is what they went to police academy to do. 6 and 2. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? Do you not know that the saints shall judge the world? So all this, man, I get so tired of hearing people, you know, living in sin. They don't want to be judged. You don't just shut up. Shut up. And that's why the scriptures say, man, ye are the children of them that killed the prophets.
That's right.
Because the prophets was judging. Well, hey, man, this is my judgment on the matter. They should shut up. I will kill you. And that's why the scriptures say, man, they going to kill you. So this is the children of the Pharisees and all these people, they still here. And they going to kill the children of the righteous. This is what it is. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest of matters? Know ye not that we shall judge angels? I don't even know how that's going to look. But somebody just told me, you're going to judge angels? And you're going to tell me Sister Veronica is sleeping with the pastor, I should shut up?
Go ahead.
Don't you know that you're going to judge angels? But you shut up about Sister Rebecca. She is too holy to be judged. Know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? You know, this is Police Academy, man. Get yourself together and all this, you know, because you got to do it to yourself too, you know. Just like brothers in here, they be like, I got to put my flesh away. You got to judge your flesh, man. I ain't doing what you saying, flesh. I'm doing this. All right. If then ye have judgments of things pertaining to this life, set them to judge who are least esteemed in the church. I speak to your shame. Dang. I mean, like, you read 1 Corinthians 6 in a normal church, they're going to pull out guns. I speak to your shame. Unless they can't comprehend it. I mean, if a sinner comprehends what this is saying, they should be either remorseful or angry. Or the person who just don't get it because the book is sealed up, they just sitting there saying, praise. I speak to your shame. Is it so that there is not a wise man among you? So judgment is associated with wisdom. Just like I was talking about earlier. Some people lack wisdom. They got to go outside to recognize they shouldn't go outside when it's 40 below in a t-shirt. The wise person who's judging, well, it's 40 below outside. I should go prepare myself for this. Wisdom associated with judging. Okay? Among you, no, not one that shall be able to judge between his brethren, but brethren go to the law with brethren. You know, once that insurance money got them zeros behind there, you know, we going to the courthouse. That's when we going to go see the judge. We going to the courthouse. And that before the unbelievers. Now this is a shame. You know, I have seen this so many times. Christian churches suing members of the church. Y'all, the judge ain't about that particular judge is not going to be opening up Leviticus, Deuteronomy. They ain't doing that. They don't even care about your book. You know, they worship Satan. They Freemasons. Okay. Verse 7. Now therefore there is utterly a fault among you. So Paul is saying because you refuse to judge, there's a fault. There's a problem here. There's a big problem and a big fault in here among you because ye go to the law one to another. Why do you not rather take wrong? Why do you not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? And it goes into the other aspect of the law, you know, turn another cheek. Nay, ye do wrong and defraud your brethren, the unjust judges. So, you know, these are just some stuff to put in y'all arsenal about judging. And, you know, I just see it, you know, I just get tired of seeing it everywhere. People just don't want to be judged, you know. A woman with skin-tight clothes on, you look at her like, now I'm not looking at you because I'm lusting after you. I'm looking at you because I can't believe you came out the house looking like that. No. You know, like, you know, you need to put some clothes on. And vice versa, you know, somebody who cutting people off, or giving people the finger and whatnot. You looking at them like what is just about this? You know, if you, and they get mad when somebody call the police on them. Like, you're driving a radical, you're not judging yourself, and you're causing to be an unsafe atmosphere, and now when the law comes, you mad at the person who called the law on you. You know, I can't believe he called the police on me. I just pulled a gun out on him. Like, ain't nobody dealing with this. That's why the scriptures say, I pray that we be taken from the unreasonable man. These are unreasonable people, and the only thing they're going to hear is the law. Whether it be the laws of this land or in the future, or if Yah wants to put the law on them right then and there in judgment, that's them. But, you know, this is just some stuff to put in your arsenal, and whether you, in your inward parts, you got to judge yourself, get all that vexation out, and if you're going out and doing work for the kingdom, you got to get ready to judge situations. And if you're afraid to judge situations, I don't know how Yah feel about you. Because He sent you out here to teach you to go save people, and you have to judge the situation. If you don't judge the situation, what use are you? Because you're a punk. You're fearful. That's how it is. And the unbelief, we were talking about that other week, the unbelieving and the fearful thing. So you're going to tell me. So you turn a little 5-year-old girl, you stop judging the matter, and she was kicking the other little girl because she rolled her eyes at you. I ain't doing this. I mean, you can't even take on a 5-year-old little girl. That's your, don't, y'all help you if Satan come. But I was just, that was on my mind, about judging and how people, don't like it. I understand you don't like it, but you got to get into your understanding that this is just, this is life. And if you don't feel that way about his law, I don't know if life is in you. So, because it's supposed to be just. That's the lesson.
Right.